Hi, good day. Uh, how are you guys doing? It's a wonderful time. I would like us to discuss about something that will benefit every one of us. You know, talking about a lifestyle and anything that will benefit your life positively. Yeah, talking about positive side of it. And at the same time, you know, we need to alert ourselves in order to be protected at all time. Now, I have about three things to discuss. Number one, let me start from the insecurity. You know, on Saturday this week, a news was broke concerning a lady that she kidnapped about two kids. And as I'm talking to you, those kids was sent, or let me say, sent to Calabar. From Lagos to Calabar, they transport those kids, to that place in order to use them for whatever purpose, which is not disclosed. I'm telling you something that happened in my area that I witnessed. It's not something they say. You know, this make me to let a lot of people understand that now, this is 2025, issue of insecurity, it becomes something we cannot handle anymore. And that is why the security or for everyone to protect themselves, it's beyond something that we say security should protect us. Even the security you are talking about, they also need protection. So now everybody should be vigilant. Insecurity happening does not peculiar to only maybe kidnapping, robbery, bandits, and so on and so forth. People are looking for a way to get this money at all costs. And the most painful part of it is that when they commit their evil, they still attach it to the government. Some people will blame government, even for something they deliberate do, they will still attach it to the government. I'm not going to that. My purpose, my focus should be, my focus is that you guys need to be very careful. And this period, some of you who are just a parent by mouth, but you didn't do the right thing in order to protect your children. Just for example, those kids that I mentioned, I don't know, maybe they have rescued those kids, but on Sunday, so the information, or as at on Monday, the information I got is that those kids they are already in Calabar from Lagos State to Cross River State. So who moved them to that place? People are looking for a way to make money. And it's very painful that Nigeria, among all the things that we can do in this life in order to make money, Nigeria, about, let me say, 70% of Nigeria are not choosing the right way to make money. Instead, they divert to the other side. That's why you see a lot of people on social media, they don't care about their integrity anymore, or because they want to trend, making money, get monetization. I don't know that after money, there's something that is very important, even more than the money that you are talking about. And what is that? It is your integrity. When you were looking for money, and eventually you get that money, after that, you see that it will get to a stage that you have already got all the money that you need, but you are looking for a way to be among the popularity, or let me say to be among those ones that achieve something in life, those ones that is valuable. So imagine your name already spoiled. Tell me, how are you going to get to that position. And a lot of people will tell you that forget that. Maybe I get money, money will cover everything. Maybe is it not the same life that we are? We have seen a lot of people that they have money, yet people still count them as a useless set of people. Don't forget they have money, but people still not regard them as somebody who have integrity. We are all in this life. We saw it, we see things how it happen on daily basis. So as you are looking for a way to make money, at the same time consider your integrity, value your name. That's one thing I love about white men, even though it's not all of them, but most of them, they always protect that name. They prefer to have that name after this life. Maybe if they are not, maybe after death, they prefer their name to be ringing bell after that. Then compared to when they were alive and they didn't make any impact. Good impact in someone's life. But in our own case, it's totally different. And in as much we have this kind of mentality, I bet you it will be very difficult to progress as a human being. If you have that kind of mentality, you will not develop. That's one. And secondly, if we just imagine that as a nation we have that kind of mentality, tell me, how do you think we will develop? And I always tell people that the problem of Nigeria is beyond politicians alone, because individual, we are not sincere to ourselves. We are not sincere to ourselves. A lot of people are committing crime, eating from crime, and then they use an opportunity that maybe government is not performing in some area, and they use that advantage to make sure, to commit evil. Fine, I'm not supporting any government here, neither I'm saying they perform better. But I'm telling you guys the reality on ground, that a lot of people, no matter how things will go well, they still want to eat from that evil. So just imagine somebody that want to kidnap 2 kids. Imagine the success, the kidnapper successfully. So then after some years, you see them making money. You'll be asking yourself, in fact, how many people in Nigeria that you can't even trace their money? How did they get this money? Some people will tell you that I'm an importer and an exporter. Some people will tell you that I'm a businessman. Ask them, what kind of business are you doing? They cannot even tell you one specific, a traceable business. So, and that kind of person will still will be blaming politicians. Tell me the difference between you and the politician you are blaming. So, please, parents, this is a time you need to focus on your children. This is time you need to be at alert at all time. I always tell people that if it does not warrant you to travel, you don't need it. Just stay away from it. If that travel is not so important, stay away. Because the travel now, if you want to travel by road, it's by grace of God for you to go and come back safe. So even people cannot sleep in the house, because some of us live in a Lagos state where a little bit secure. That's why we don't know what is going on. That a lot of people are going through a lot of things. And the funny part of it is that most of people that you can see as somebody that to rely on, they are the one be the betrayer to all these terrorists. Is it that they accept money from them in order to enter the village, for some village that the bandits have already occupied? All these kind of things come in collaboration with some of people who are the villagers that we expect to have exposed these people to security in order to arrest them or get them arrested, something like that. But they are the ones to collaborate with them, and they started. And if somebody is not, let me not use a foul language. If somebody is still with right sense, some people, the group of people that we all know that they are terrorists, they don't care, they can kill people without even looking back, and you accept something from them in order to come into your village because of money. We have cases like that in the Kwara State, whereby a lot of people are there collecting money from bandits in order to enter the village because of to do business and all that. Tell me what kind of business a terrorist will offer you that will yield profit. Tell me the kind of business, if not to destroy people's lives. So we need to be very careful. In fact, always communicate with your families and friends if you want to travel. Very important. Let them know where you are going to. This is not the time you'll be hiding something. Tell them where you are going to so that they know where about. And then always, late hour movement is not a good advice this period. Even daytime something is happening. Talk less of somebody who is moving in late hour. So it's not advisable. So anything that will make you to walk lonely as well, it's also not advisable. Daytime also avoid where a lot of crowd. This is another thing that a lot of people use in order to kidnap. They may kidnap anybody. Anything can happen where you have a lot of crowd. So I'm just saying this for you guys to be at alert, and don't feel relaxed that because you are living in Lagos State or you are living in some environment whereby we don't have a terrorist, so therefore you are safe. You are deceiving yourself. Even if some of the country will believe that they are perfect, like UK, America, a lot of things still happening there. Talk less of in our country whereby we are facing a lot of insecurity. So don't feel too relaxed. Always be security conscious. That is number one. The second one, which also relates to social media impacts and disadvantage. Social media bring a lot of things. In fact, to me, based on my own definition, social media contribute positively to our growth in this nation called Nigeria and across the world as well. But the funny thing is that a lot of Nigerians, or let me say a lot of people, misuse these particular things. On social media, there's a lot of things you can do in order to contribute positively to people's life. At the same time, you yourself getting something like income. A lot of people are that's why we have monetization. For example, it may be on Instagram, Twitter, any kind of social media you use now. Almost all the social media, you can get your content monetized and you make money from it. So if that is available, then why can't you offer a positive and then good content that even you yourself, when you are listening to that particular content, you will know that, okay, I'm making sense by saying this, by doing this, by acting this way. Instead of that, a lot of people are misleading people. And the funny part of it is that I'm seeing a lot of people who have large number of followers. They are the ones that are misleading people because they want to make money. And I'm asking myself, after making this money, do you ever hear about somebody who died and was buried with money? Because I don't know what makes us to feel like, in as much I'm getting my own money, I don't care about other people. We started destroying people's lives. You started misleading people. That's why you see a lot of check on social media. You see a younger, among all the things they can do in this life, in order to do good content that will make sense, you will not see them. You'll be seeing them doing something that we cannot even express. Something that even then the person they had that kind of content know that what I'm doing is completely wrong, but they still do it because they want to trend. And I was asking myself, see, let me, as I am now, I know when I created my page, and since day one up till now that I created my page, check my video, you can't find any unreasonable content. You can't find it. I keep on doing it until I get that monetization. So that is life. Life is all about gradually process. Life is all about step. There's a time when you were born. A time will come, you will be crawl. A time will come, you will be trying to walk. A time will come, you will be, that is life. There's nobody in this life, maybe if you don't see the person, just mention it, the person. There's nobody in this life that the day you not be the day where they born you work now. Life is all about gradually process, and this is one of the things that a lot of Nigerians don't want to learn. And that's why you see somebody who on the same graduate. You look for work, you don't get any work. Maybe you find work up and down and you don't see work. And eventually somebody introduce a work that will give you at least, let me say 30,000 for example, to manage yourself. Then you say, because I'm a graduate, I can't do that kind of job. And you don't have another job. Why can't you manage that? From that work, a better offer can come out for you. But it is only in Nigeria we see somebody that I'm a graduate now, how will I do 30,000 jobs? Then go and create your own company then, or go and work in your father companies. Because sometimes I will be asking myself, see somebody will say you go school. Initially, when you go to school, you should be able to be a creative somebody that will establish something, not by looking for work up and down. And that is why China and some countries like Japan, that's why they are far, far, far beyond, better than Nigerians. Because in some cases, they value technical school more than university, because they believe in what you can use and to create. So after finish from school, you should be able to create something, set up something. Because imagine that all of us will have this kind of mentality. Then see how life will be so easy. We can't deceive, and we should stop deceiving ourselves. Government cannot provide the job that all Nigerians will do. That is not possible. And that is why we appreciate people like Dangote, people like Otedola, and some of people who have companies. Because by having those companies, they also contribute in order to help government, in order to help Nigerians, because they employ a lot of people working under them. So just imagine that those people do not have that kind of idea in order to create those things. Tell me how some of us we eat. If you have that kind of mentality that I want to work under somebody, you don't have mentality of creating your own business. And that's one part I love about Igbo. Love doing business. Even though they go to school, they achieve a lot of certificates, they get this, they get that, they still want to do that business. Actually, some people among them are making a lot of people to lost that how will I call it, to lost that trust. Because when you see some of them that involve themselves in some things, but I love them about when it comes to business. Imagine all Nigerians will have that kind of mentality to set up business, not by looking for how to work in under somebody companies. So these are the things that a lot of Nigerians now on social media, a lot of things you can do in order to, and you'll be making your money a little by little. But the problem is that if you don't want to start making money with 5 naira. Imagine somebody that just get monetization. Then what you are targeting is that how to make $1,000, $5,000, $20,000. How? You have to start from somewhere. If you are making, let me say for example, you are making $1, $2 today, as time goes on, you will be somebody that will make more than that $30,000. Somebody who has some of people who are doing the legit business on social media, who have a page that they use it for positively. You see, ask them. They start from somewhere. As time goes on, they become something today. So that mentality I want all Nigerian youth to have. So that all the issue that, because we have seen a lot of parents that encouraging their children in order to do fraud. Because some parents still believe that Yahoo is not a fraud. Say that okay, now money wey some of Igbo carry from our country where they owe our father. Who tell you that your father get money? We should stop deceiving ourselves. Fraud is a fraud. Who tell you say your father get money that your children now go come collect for one Oyinbo? It's a fraud. And people don't believe. Some people, when something never happened to you, you will think say, no, nothing they did now, I will not concern you. But the day where they can't dupe you, And that day you will know say Yahoo is a fraud. And we should not encourage that, because we see a lot of parents supporting their children. So if because the people they hungry or there's no money, so therefore the next thing to do is to eat your children as a food, or use your children as a ritual for you to get money. Is that a solution? So we should use our brain in order to do things right. And the moment if we don't change that kind of mentality in our country, it will be very hard. We will just be blaming politicians, and the more you blame them, the better they achieve a lot of things. Because that kind of mentality, that is why even during election, you hardly see somebody who will fight, just fight peacefully without requesting for something from politicians. We are the one that making those politicians to look for more money, because during the election nobody want to vote for free. We are demanding money from them. Imagine that all of us will say we don't need your money. If you like it, we will vote for you. If you don't like it, we will not vote for you. Tell me how they will not change. But hardly you see Nigeria. Even some of them that are shouting today, Tinubu this, Tinubu that, let the election come. You will be seeing them requesting for money. Something that is your right, that's supposed to do, you'll be requesting for money before you can do it. So let us change this mentality. Immorality, it has become something that, in fact, with the practice, maybe small thing maybe they learn out from school. And parents that we expect to correct their children, because those children that we see on social media dancing naked, doing all sorts of things, doing nonsense on social media, doing all the things that is not, in fact, that's not is not even compatible for somebody to be watching. They have parents. So does it mean that nobody in the family that can correct them? I thank God. I appreciate the kind of family I have. Imagine that I'm doing something on social media. Somebody will call me. Somebody will call my mommy and contact me that what your children they do is not good. So if you come out from a reasonable family, everything is not all about money. But when you have a family that have a discipline, I don't want to know your age. If you misbehave, they will treat you for cop. And that's how it's supposed to be. Because we should be a good example. And you know the reason why all these things is not supposed to be available online or anywhere doing bad things is that those younger ones are coming and they are saying all these things. So imagine we are laying a bad foundation. Tell me the come generation to come, all those kind of things, they will continue living that kind of life. And the more you will continue living that kind of life, the more hardship will be seen in our country. And that's what is happening. I could remember 2008, I also I sent a post on same Facebook back in 2008 that the current situation in Nigeria as at that time, if government do not pay attention, and individually if we don't change the way we do things, it will become worse. And you see what is happening today. Imagine if I'm somebody that's so popular, then I said this, I know a lot of people will make reference to that. As at that time, we always have high rate of unemployment. And I keep on saying it, if we don't find something for all these youth, it will become a big problem to us. And see it now. See what is happening. And based on what I'm seeing, the problem is not even here. What is coming? That is why the work to make country great, it's the work of everybody. Because you started from home. Those children that snatch ballot box, those children that is becoming a terror today, are they not from somebody? Not be somebody give birth to them. So we should stop deceiving ourselves. Fine, politicians, even politicians we are talking about, they related to somebody among us in our community. I mean, they have family now. So how many of their family came out? Talk, speak, say the truth. You won't see them because they are making money. Everybody just keep quiet. So we should change the way we reason. We should change the lifestyle we live in order to make our country great. Because No matter if you like run go abroad, run go China, run go this, that place will never be like your country. The freedom, the confidence you have in your country, you can't compare it to any country. And that is why we need to repair this country, make things so okay. Let us change our mentality first. Then let's see. Maybe politicians, they are much in number than us. The moment we change our mentality, we do the right thing, we love ourselves, you see that these politicians, they don't have choice. May God bless Nigeria. Goodbye.